This is a Golf GTI, this is a Polo GTI. They're both 1.8T engines and they're both highly tunable. So which one should you go for? This is my car. If you're a long-time viewer of the channel, you'll know what I've done to it. If you don't know what I've done to it, if you click the icon up here, that'll send you to the video where I basically cover everything I've done to this car. It's running 230 brake horsepower, standard turbo, but everything basically needed for a stage 2 remap. This, on the other hand, is the same engine, but it's running a hybrid turbo, producing 285 brake horsepower. I'm quite scared to find out what 285 brake horsepower feels like in a little car like this. So let me just take you for a quick walk around what he's done to this car. So let's start off with the engine. All the necessary mods to have a stage, pretty much stage 3. People are fussy about what stage is what. But in the short version, stage 1 is just a simple remap. Stage 2 is the modifications needed to get extra power from the same engine, same turbo and things like that. And then stage 3 is where you start upgrading bits like turbo, forged engine, which is when you can just go silly power. So this car is on a stage 3 without a forged engine. It's running 285 brake horsepower with 305 foot-pound of torque. Yeah, it's just got the usual bits really. It's got the AirTech intercooler, ram air filter, oversized tip, obviously going into the hybrid turbo, forged diverter valve, Miltech exhaust to allow more free-flowing exhaust gases. Yeah, that produces 285 brake horsepower, but of course you're going to need some other bits as well to compensate with that power, which is why it's got the VR6 clutch and G60 flywheel. What brakes are they? Are they just standard?
Yeah, just 312.
312mm brakes. It's in on AP coilovers, and I think it's polybrushed all around as well, so keep everything nice and sturdy. And there's some dog having a time of his life over there. You know, one thing I really like on cars these days is their brakes. It's very satisfying seeing that. Dimpled and grooved brakes, it's just very satisfying compared to mine. I still have the small brakes. Don't look at my wheels. They need upgrading. The brakes, I mean, not the wheels. The wheels are beautiful. I think that's pretty much everything to do with that car. Onto the car itself, the interior is so much nicer than my interior. I'm actually extremely jealous. He's got the nice steering wheel, the lovely seats, lovely clocks. He's upgraded the radio for a double DIN screen. Obviously it's the same engine as this one. It's just they've learnt from that to put into the slightly newer Polo. And so I would like to think that that is what this should have looked like if they had the feedback from this at the time. If that makes any sense. Enough talking, let's go take it for a drive. Okay guys, so I've just jumped in the passenger seat. This is Jack, the owner of the car. Yeah. He's just going to take me for a quick drive, let's just show me the car and see what it can do before I jump in the driver's seat. You can tell already. Jesus. Do you know what this car weighs?
1164 kg.
Yeah. I think mine's about 1400. Yeah. It does the right amount of pops as well.
Yeah, it's not like where it's annoying.
Yeah.
But you get it.
So yeah, that's the main difference between mine and this. This just keeps pulling.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm now in the driver's seat and I'm ripping his gearbox apart. I've just been in it just to get used to the car, and already the car feels a lot better quality built than the few previous cars I've had. I was sort of expecting this car to just be cheaply made because it's the cheap version, isn't it really? You got the Golf and the Polo. Polo is a smaller version, and I just thought that it's going to be just the cheap, the budget version, but it feels the opposite. It could just be a Golf. It could just be a Mark 6 Golf, minus the fact that it's a bit smaller. It feels like a Mark 5 Golf. We're here to find out what the power is like in these things. The brakes are a bit weird though. Just from those brakes, they're you have to lock, and then you got to sort of release your foot. Sensibly, whereas my one is a bit silly. This feels like it's very well rounded. Hybrid turbo, meaning that it basically it gives more power and it can hold the power for longer. Compare it to my car, the standard KO3S turbo, it puts down power but then it loses it at around like 5,000–6,000 RPM. You can feel it die down, but this is nothing like that. This just keeps pushing. Yeah, very much. It's powerful, but it feels nice. It feels really nice to sit in. Everything is, it feels like it should be what my one is, just improved. Sitting in the passenger seat.
Safe.
You do feel safe?
Apart from your braking, yeah, but other than that, yeah, safe.
This is a really nice car to drive. It doesn't feel like I'm driving a Mini Cooper S.
My watch has just come up saying that's a great ride. The guy said he looked at my car before getting one of these because he said they're good cars, right? And the engines are great.
They are, but I feel very disconnected in your car compared to this car. Yeah, there are some bits on the interior which feel cheaper than a Golf, but then, you know, it is the cheaper version, but it doesn't drive cheaper. It drives very nicely. Oh my god, oh, this is
The best car you've had on the channel.
I think it is.
McLaren!
McLaren!
Hey, that's a GT! Hey! Excited. Sorry.
After driving both cars, in my eyes, Volkswagen had to think about that car. They obviously improved the Golf GTI with the Mk4 GTI and everything was pretty much new in that. But with this car, it's like they looked at that car and thought we were so close to something really good. They've changed everything that was wrong from that car and put it in this car. So to be completely honest, this car drives nicer, feels nicer, nicer place to be, the interior is lovely, and overall it feels like the best decision to go for if you want to go for one of the two. But on the other hand, the Mk4 is still a Mk4 and you can't beat its classic looks. That was a rabbit. Did you see it? The Mark IV is still a Mark IV, and you're always going to get Golf fans saying that the Mark IV is better. It depends what your style is, really. Do you want to go for a bit more of a newer car, better handling, better drivability, or you can go for a bit more of a classic look with the Golf? I'm going to leave that decision up to you guys, but thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, can I please ask you to smash the like button, and obviously if you're new around here, subscribe, hit that little notification bell to be notified of when I upload. And yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.